Hello, just doing a video. This will probably be the first of a few on how to use a few things in Liondesk. The first thing that we're going to need to set up is our email signature. This is going to be on the bottom of most campaigns, and you're going to want to make sure that it's set up nicely for you before you actually download any campaigns. First thing that we're going to need to do is you're going to need to go down to the left hand side here to Documents, and you are going to need to upload the NBA logo and a profile picture or anything else that you want to have on there. If you want to have something specific, if you want to have more on there, you can do that. Then you're going to go into where you have them saved, and you are going to open them in a new tab. So I right click and then I open in a new tab. Now I have them both up here. I use the NBA logo without the address on there because in the rest of my banner I am going to have the office address, so I satisfy that requirement under advertising because the entire thing will be advertising and I do have the office address on there. From here I will then go to profile. This is how mine is, and when it actually sends, there is a small buffer that goes around here that's caused by the padding. You're going to click edit your signature. I'm going to delete this first so I can show you how I did it, and then you're going to click in here and you're going to go to table. I use 1 row and 3 columns. I set this to 650, so it's a little bit wider, and I have 150. I have 5 as my cell padding. If you wanted to put a secondary row where you wanted to have any of the symbols, any of the ones along those lines, like the accreditations, the equal fair housing, any of those ones, you could do that in 2 ways. You could either have another row down the bottom and select and put them next to each other, or if you wanted to have several of them with a good space, you could actually then do a second table. You could put it there, you could put the Facebook link, and then you could actually have it hyperlinked to that. That might be a little bit more of a detailed explanation. There's your hyperlink there if you need it. But however, this is something that you could do to have a little link on there that will go to people who wish to click on straight on your Facebook or something along those lines. From here now, you've got your table parts. I like typing because, as you've seen, as soon as you put something in there, see how these shrink? And you could quickly lose where your position is. You'll see it actually more when I do this one. So in the middle, I am going to type in what I want, which in my case I already have. And as you can see, those shrunk. Now, if I did not have the AAA there, I'm going to delete those now. You can see that that gets to almost nothing. So you're really going to struggle getting your mouse cursor in there and selecting that small spot. And if you select outside of it, your entire table is going to be messed up. From there now, I go Image. I go up here to the one that I want, which in this case is the NBA logo. I copy this, and you're going to need to Control V. There is no right-click paste. It will not allow you to do that in this. And then I click somewhere off the screen and up it goes. Now on this, I make sure this is locked, and for me, I use 150. I think that just looks good in most emails. Even if you look at it on your phone, it seems to be just the appropriate size. It's a nice size. You could have it a little bit bigger if you wanted to, depending on the emails and the sizes that you were doing things. I then go across and do this on the other side. And once again, you're going to click the photo. You're going to Control V, and you are going to put this as the same size. Now you have a square block that goes along the bottom so that everything is roughly the same size. You could change those sizes if what you put in there isn't as big, or you could leave them how they are. Now what you're going to have is the same as what I had before. Now, you can take this and hyperlink. You type your URL. Once again, like I say, and that's a little bit more on the advanced side, but now you can see that that's blue, and that actually is now set for someone to click on. Once you've saved that, my suggestion is that you go to your contacts, you create one for yourself for a different email, not to your MBA real estate. I don't know if it works to your MBA. It probably does. You could just use that if it works. But once you've set one to yourself, then go to communications, type in the name here, and click on that. That way you're selected, or unselected as I just did. Now from here, put in anything you want there, but what's important is this email signature. This part here is what will bring what will bring up what you just formatted. So then if there's any communications you do with anyone, I could go back through to my contacts, click all of them, and just say hello, and that same email signature with the MBA logo, my details, and then my portrait on the right hand side will be at the end and the bottom of everyone, including most campaigns that you get will all use this. So I would send this to yourself, and I would make sure the formatting is correct. I spent several hours sending emails backwards and forwards to myself, just trying to get the positioning correct inside the table, trying to figure out what was the right sizes. So that was how I did it. I would highly suggest that before you send it to anyone else, you keep checking and making sure that it's right. And then once it is, you're all good to go. Okay, everyone, that's the first video, and I hope that you all liked it. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye-bye.